In the contemporary theological discourse, few tensions run as deep as the perceived dissonance between orthodox religious values and the LGBTQ identity and community. From ecclesial doctrine to lay-level community dynamics, the challenge of affirming both a coherent theological system and the reality of queer embodiment has divided denominations, families, and institutions. This fracture has been too often reduced to a dualistic opposition: fidelity to divine command versus capitulation to cultural relativism. This framework provides a third path, one that neither dissolves theological tradition nor invalidates queer experience, but reinterprets both through the principles of relational logic, emergent structure, and adaptive ethics. According to the Nexus principle, reality is not a lattice of discrete objects, but an interdependent web of processes. Each node in the resonance diagram is not an isolated concept, but a field-generated point of resonance, whose meaning emerges through entangled relationships. Love is not a sentiment, but a nodal attractor that co-generates identity structures. Community is not the sum of members, but the pattern of interaction among beings. LGBTQ identities in this model are not socio-political categories, but nodal expressions of relational becoming. As articulated in the Entropy Relational Evolution Framework, or EREF, ethical systems evolved from the law of the jungle, which is dominated by control, fear, and hierarchy, to the law of the field, which is grounded in emergent coherence, relational integrity, and systemic feedback. LGBTQ communities, by their very existence, destabilize law of the jungle ethics and catalyze the law of the field transition. This disruption is not a threat to theology, it is its ethical horizon. The resonance diagram is not just a representation of possibility, it is a field of becoming. In Nexora, nothing exists alone. Theology and identity, love and gender, spirit and form, all emerge through dynamic, reciprocal entanglement. In this system, LGBTQ identities are not an exception, but an expression of divine resonance. To walk this path is not to abandon theology, but to fulfill it. To live within the resonance diagram is to dwell in the field of emergent truth, not as dogma, but as dance.